My countdown has been crazy. I think it's already live. Let's see. Yep. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Wake up with me. It's your man, Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. And yes, it's February, and we still live. We still live. I will be continuing to go live for the rest of this week. And then we will be switching to every Monday. We'll be doing Mindset Monday. Start your week off right, get your mind right for the week. Okay. Today is going to be an interesting discussion. We're going to try to keep it light. Ain't no try. We're going to keep it light. We make light of the heavier topics, right? But this is something that I dealt with. This is something I realized. This is something that a lot of people realize and don't know what to do about it, or get stuck on it, or, don't realize. And it's killing your happiness, it's killing your joy, it's killing your peace. It's that has such a large impact. It's so small that has such a large impact. What could that be? What could that be? Are you curious? I am, right? Put it in the chat, put it in the comments. Let me know if you know what that one thing could be. And while you do that, I have a video for y'all. Check this out.
I was dying on the inside. And there's a lot of people that go through that. They make it look good. They smile. You know, when you look at Instagram, people on there, they show you they highlight reel.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I know how I'm feeling on the inside. So you go to comparing your real life to their highlight reel. Comparison is the killer of all joy. Hey, he got a Lambo truck. I want a Lambo truck.
Mm-hmm.
We was happy just to have a car at one time. Now we want a Wraith. He's got one. You know what I'm saying?
No,
we
you're
compare.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's my boy, Big Brassy, Kevin Gates. Y'all say what y'all want to about him. Y'all say he weird and all of that stuff. And I just say y'all haven't experienced enough. Now, I don't agree with all of what he does or says, but I could align with his experience. I've experienced a lot of things, similar things to what he said, uh, and what he's experienced as well. So I vibe with him. I understand him, um, and I understand his communication. So that's my boy, Big Brassy. Yes, this one thing that's killing your progress, killing your peace, killing your happiness, right? Is comparison. It's comparison. And this is why social media, like the same things that you get motivated by are the same things that are holding you down, right? It's like the first time you see somebody post something about being a multimillionaire at 25, or, or I got this car, or I got the house, or man, I got my house built up from the ground. And, congrats. Congrats to all who are winning, all who are doing well in life. But a lot of people are faking the funk, and you just don't know from the looks of it, right? A lot of people, a lot of creators have learned how to create content. A lot of people are selling you falsehoods. A lot of people, like trust me, I know some of these people. They lease these cars, they rent these cars for a day, take all the pictures, do all of the flash and whatever. You could literally, if you ever looked at a video shoot somebody brings, is fake money, right? You can literally buy like a stack of fake money. Ain't nobody walking around with that no more. That's in the bank. That's on a card. You feel me? Ain't nobody walking around with cash. But if you see like, dang, this dude is in the projects, but he got a designer belt, the newest Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Whatever bag that everybody's into. I'm not a big bag person. MCM bag, and I'm not a big bag person, but he got all of this stuff and he's flashing all of this money. You know what I'm saying? What is happening? I see it all the time where a lot of my people will get all types of stuff, and I'm like, huh? Like I kind of know your financial situation. Not to throw no shade, but can you really afford that? You know what I mean? Like what? How? And in 2 3 months they selling it, right? They get whatever something, they get it, show it, get rid of it. Me, ownership. I like to have my everything I got. I own, right? Like I don't have to. I got the PS5. I don't have to play as many games as I can right now and return it before my what is it 30, 60 days returning policy and get your full refund. I don't have to take it back, right? A lot of people are doing these things, like, and if they not, look at their credit. It's people that are 6 figures in debt, never made 6 figures in their life, right? But they 6 figures in debt. Like, dog, it's people that take themselves out because of this. These numbers that is attached to them, and they doing this for the show. I cannot be one who is of imagery. I don't do things for the hype. I don't do things for the trend. I don't do things for the image. It's not the image that gets me. You know why I keep having conversations? I want to know your story, right? Somebody flashing money, that does not motivate me. I know money. I make money. You got it, I got it too. It's not a pissing contest for me, right? My shit taken care of. So I don't have to flex. Money does not motivate me. Money does not motivate me. It motivates a lot of people, but a lot of people just don't have the type of money that they yearn for or never scratch that surface of what it is to have a lot of money. I've been there, done that, doing it. You feel me? Like I'm hungry, I'm gonna stay hungry, but I ain't hurting. You feel me? So what else? If somebody just come to me on some money shit, then I'm gonna be looking at them like, what is it with you? Where you get your money from? What you got to do? How long it took? And why? Because I can't just work with somebody who money hungry. At the end of the day, if you only focused on the number and you trying to get it, you'll cross me out to get there. We done skewed this conversation in a different direction. Let's bring it back. Because there's no shade to money. It's the ideal, the mentality behind the money that is killing people. Literally. Literally. Anyhow, this one thing is killing your peace, your joy. And this is one of the reasons why you must detox from social media. You got to get up off of there every now and then. You got to moderate your time on it. And you can't let your kids be on it all the time because, man, the highest rates of depression is in middle and high school. It's not amongst adults. Why is that? Because you already got peer pressure. You already got comparison. You already got confusion about your body because you're developing. You already got all of this stuff going on. You already got the 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 pissing contest, as I explained. You already got so much happening. Oh, he got a better grade than me. Oh, she's smarter than me. Oh, he actually got clothes. Oh, dang, y'all got a 2 parent household, so you can get that type of stuff. Oh, he actually selling something, whether it's candy, art, or substance or something. He's selling something, so he's making his own money. I ain't made no money yet, right? All of that stuff is already weighing on them, and now you got social media that's showing you that, hey, you don't even need school. How many success stories is like, yeah, I dropped out of school, and wonder why so many people are dropping out of school. Like, it's not as much of an accolade, and the school system is not perfect, but get through that. Don't just stop because you don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? But to continue, I keep digressing. I'm on everything this morning. I'm on everything. That comparison is what's killing you. The comparison is what's stopping you. If you was to be able to focus on what you got, focus on what you have, and you'll realize that everything you need, you already possess. If you want more, you crave more, then you can work towards it instead of pouting about it like, I don't have that. You don't even know what that is until you see somebody else with it. And now you're making a comparison. Once you start to compare yourself negatively, that's when you start to get in that downward spiral. It starts to hurt, man. I can't believe I can't believe I'm not where you know, I can't believe that they got the position over me. I can't believe you just all full of doubt. And how you do one thing is how you do the other. So it's going to carry over into other areas. And if you're doubting, if you have this negative sense of comparison about you, that's going to wither away your will. Now you're not willing to try, put forth any effort. Not willing to even be good because you're going to have this pessimistic point of view that sees a problem with everything. You see how it affects you? I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. We talked about communication. We talked about being adaptable, right? We talking about controlling emotions, which we got to talk about more. We talked about so many things, man. You can't do this from a sense of comparison. You can't, like, I get it. Usually it starts off, and we human, we're going to compare things. So I get it. But usually it starts off as a good thing. Oh, I want to be like that. Oh, I want to dress like that. Oh, I want to have it like that. I want to pull up like that. It usually is like a spark of excitement. But if you stay there, it always leads to, well, I'm not that. I don't have. I can't do. And now you're in that negative realm of self. Now you're talking about yourself like you not when you are. Another reason why I have the conversations, another reason why I talk to people. Like, so many people, I call them surface dwellers. I call them surface dwellers because on the surface, you look good, right? Money on the surface shows, right? On the surface, you see somebody with some type of money or something that costs some type of money. You see somebody, if everybody pulling up in Hondas and Hyundais, right? And then somebody pull up in a Porsche, you're gonna look at this person in a Porsche like, oh, you different. But what did that Porsche show you? What does that signal? On the surface, you different. Why does it mean that you're different? Because that costs more. Why does it mean that you're different? Because it costs more. Let's scratch past the surface. That means that you either work harder, you're more disciplined, you're a higher earner, right? Right? And to be a higher earner, again, you gotta be more disciplined, you're more strict, you're more focused, you're purpose driven, you have a goal, you respect yourself. So I assume you respect others. All of that goes under that blanket of the visualization. Or they pulled up in the Porsche. They must have all of these other characteristics. People see, women see, guys do it too, but women see a guy who has a lot of money and automatically thinks provider. No, sir. This guy could have a whole lot of money. How did he get the money? He's super selfish. He's not going to provide for you. He's going to take from you what he can because of your seemingly uh, effortless attraction to what is on the surface. You know how many guys that get money and get a lot of women and then they turn cold because they like, man, if it wasn't for the money, you wouldn't be here. Because the money is the surface level. The money is the surface level. We got to scratch past the surface, right? So how do I do that? I go to the source. I want to talk to the person. The person is never any different than you and I. They just committed to something, right? They just chose a lane, stuck with it, and gotten a result. How many of us are just jumping lane to lane? How many of us know that person on the highway that's swerving in and out of lane to lane, almost getting in all types of accidents? You let them pass. You get off the highway, y'all at the same stoplight. You did all of that. You wasting you messing up the traction on your tires. You messing up your oil and your engine, right? You burning a lot of gas to get to the same destination when you could just pick a lane and go straight. Come on, man. But if you don't see that person switching lane to lane, if you don't see all of what they're doing to get to that destination, you just looking at the destination like, well, I want to be there. I want to get there. I want to do that. I want to be like that. You don't know what that person been through. Business that I don't know what that person been through. Let me talk to him. Matter of fact, it was a guy. He pulled up in a Lamborghini, right? And I said, okay, let me talk to this guy. You a busy dude. And I went over, I said, yo, not to take up too much of your time, but how did you acquire such a thing? Right? And truth be told, I like the look of Lamborghinis, but I don't want one. Like a lot of the sports car, I'm not a sports car kind of guy. Um, I really just like comfort, comfort and style. That Lamborghini is not comfortable. It's not my style. But I understand the I understand the symbol, the symbolism, right? I understand what it looks like. So let me go talk to this guy. I said, yo, and he had Florida tags. We in Virginia. What did it take for you to acquire such a item? Because it's an item, right? Surface level, because of the time frame. Oh man, I got my own business. Yeah, nice. Me too. What did you do? So let's go past that. You can give somebody else that game, but I'm already there. I'm already, you giving me the surface level. Let's scratch past that. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm not intimidated by what it seems. And if I do get any nervousness, any fluttering, I told y'all my mentality when it comes to this, I'm not nervous, I'm excited. They share the same hormone. You feel the same way when you're nervous as you do when you're excited, right? You feel the same way. It's just your perception. So instead of saying I'm nervous to talk to this person, I'm excited to talk to this person. I can't wait. Let him, he took a little minute to get out the car. I said, let him get out the car. Get out the car. I can't wait to talk to you. You know what I mean? I can't wait to talk to you. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what I can learn, what I don't know. And in that interaction, he couldn't really tell me nothing. I know he was busy. Couldn't really tell me nothing more than the surface level, right? Couldn't give me a card or nothing like that. I'm like, this might not even be your vehicle. You know, the thing about those who are successful, they want others to be successful. The ones who actually not only got it from the ground up, but went through the processes of being successful can tell you what they went through. I know a lot of people who buys other companies. Like you've accumulated some type of financial foundation to where you can invest, and you've bought a company that's already established. And it's like, okay, here's the layout. You just make sure these are good, and this will continue to operate. They already got the SOP, standards of procedure, right? They already got staff if needed. They already got clientele that's regular. So you can already come into the industry with knowledge of balance. I'm going to be getting this amount. And there's nothing wrong with that. But those who get it like that, that's their story. I bought this company. Those who built the company can tell you. I did door-to-door sales. I had to invest XYZ amount into marketing. I had to learn this, and this. I had to get to this level before I felt like I could hire. I plateaued. I almost crashed. I went bankrupt and had to bounce back. Like when you go through it, building your brand, building a business, that experience is different. The conversation is different. Therefore, I don't compare, I ask questions. If I really want it and I'm curious, let me talk to them. And that goes for the content creators as well. I'm not buying anything in from someone I don't know who's not already accredited, right? Until I have a conversation with them. You can't have a conversation with me. I could support you from a distance, right? It's people that I want to introduce to my people, but they're holding themselves back. These headphones, black on, met this person on social media. They're doing pretty well, right? Met them through another brand that I love. The watches I be wearing, the gold watches and stuff y'all see me with, black on, luxury, beautiful. And I'm gonna introduce him because he's willing to talk. But this person in particular, I'm like, yo, I tried to talk to him like 8 times. Like I tried to send him pics, all types of support. Like I'm wearing your stuff, bro. It's moving. You out in a different state. When I started selling Shine, you know how excited I got? Somebody bought Shine in Alaska. They said other lotions just don't do it, and a lot of people cannot deliver. They can't deliver. I delivered. I went through all the hoops and hurdles to make sure that this package gets to you, and I gave you extra because I know I can understand your struggle. I love my product. I love what I do, and I want to provide value, right? Not being stuck in comparison. So if somebody comes asking me questions, be ready. Obviously, I got experience. I live life. I don't just wish and hope and think about stuff no more. If I want it, I'm gonna work towards it. And this is what's killing your progress, killing your this is what's stopping you. is you don't even feel like you should work towards it because you don't got it because somebody else got it who is seemingly less required than you. Another comparison. You don't know this person. You ever seen the the class clown ace a test? Everybody like, hey, no way. You got a better grade than me? Comparison, right? Just because what's shown on the surface doesn't mean you know what's underneath. Let's not be surface dwellers, man. Kill that comparison, you know what I'm saying, from not being a surface dweller. Let's not dwell on the surface. Oh man. So you gotta detox from social media. You gotta detox from social media. You know what I mean? What's the cure? What's the cure to comparison? The reason why you gotta get off of social media, the reason why you gotta stop looking at others is because you're not looking at you. What was the first live of this year? Keep yourself the priority. No matter what, keep yourself the priority. So how you don't compare to you can't compare yourself to others if you looking at you. Compare yourself to you. I challenge myself. This month I'm doing the challenges, squats and push-ups. By the end of the month, I have done 3,000 squats and 1,000 push-ups. Challenge yourself. That's just included in my routine. That's not, oh, I'm not going to the gym. That's not, oh, I'm not going to be walking, right? That's not going to limit other all of my other physical that's not going to limit all of my other physical activity or anything else that I'm doing. That's just added into challenging myself. Still gonna go to the gym. Go to the gym even more now. Regardless what I do in the gym, and I'm gonna go hard. I still got to get these push-ups and these squats in. Hmm. Come on, man. You kill this comparison because comparison is killing you. You kill this comparison by being grateful, being grounded in gratitude, loving what you have, acknowledging yourself. The problems that you had are not the same problems that you have. That is you should be appreciative. You're not dealing with the same stuff. You're not dealing with the same stuff, right? Social media is showing the success I've done. I ain't see the journey, right? Some people show their journeys. And I get more motivation from seeing the journey. And the main ones that can be shown is a fitness journey. Uh, Most people ain't showing, hey, I ain't got much money. This is what I'm about to do to try to make more. Most people ain't showing that, you know. Most people ain't showing, hey, I got another class. I'm going through this semester. Most people ain't showing that. They just, oh, here's my degree. Oh, here's my job. Oh, here's my body. Oh, here's my properties. Oh, here's my account. You know, like once you make enough money, like I'll show you. M, right? You can show the world now. You sitting back, man. I got $300 in my account, and I got my next check. I gotta pay rent. I'm gonna have $200 after that. So I really ain't gonna have no more money till next month. You know, like meanwhile, you're not realizing it's a blessing that you are able to pay your bills. It's other people that don't have. Like when we get in that realm of comparison, it even gets into that point where you start to feel ashamed for what you do have because other people don't have. I don't get mad at the rich no more. I don't like it if they get rich off of the backs of other people. I don't like it if you're causing problems. But if you're doing something that's of value to someone, even if it's not of value to me, if it's of value to someone, somebody bought into whatever you're selling, because it seems valuable to them, more power to you, right? I'm not knocking your bank. I'm not stunning on you because you got money. You feel me? I love that. I love that about you. I want you to be able to show somebody else. Show your journey. How did you develop? How did you get to this point? What made you choose it? What was the final straw? Every guest that I have on, I ask questions in alignment with that. What triggered you to do better? Hmm? At some point, at some point, something happened that made you say enough. At some point, something happened that made you go all the way in, cut off distraction. If you have made it or started or gotten somewhere, if you achieved any goal, right, intentionally, then you intentionally put forth effort and focus and gotten a result. I want to hear. There is no comparison. So for those who actually worked hard and get to where they at, I'm not one of those that's like steal from the rich, give to the poor. If if the rich has gotten rich in ethical means, right? My God, I think it's underpants. Which I love that. I love the whimsy. Hope you're all well, Trayvon. Thanks for sharing your goal with us again, brother. Man, thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All love, right? All love. And if anybody wants to join, the link is in the chat. You can join me live, right? And share your opinions on the discussion. Join me in the discussion we're having. We're talking about the one thing that is killing you is comparison. Said it is underpants. You're the only one that caught on to that so quick. I do be liking it. Like, I mean, if you find the humor, bro, life is light. I could laugh at anything. So I be the one that's like reading custom license plates and solving riddles and stuff. Like my wife, she been sending me little jokes lately, and I've been answering them correct. Like she'll send me a joke, I answer it correct. And after like a week, she was like, "I'm not doing this no more with you." It's like, why? I'm having fun. It's not fun when you know all the answers, and I don't know them. I just be joking, man. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the whimsy and all of that. I told y'all we was gonna make light of this heavy topic because comparison is killing people. People that if you ever get into a realm of suicidal thoughts, I've been there, so I can speak on it. If you ever get into a realm of suicidal thoughts, you start thinking and getting all depressive, right? It's from comparison. What are you comparing yourself to? What are you saying that you don't have? What are you saying you're not good at? Who are you comparing yourself to? Meanwhile, you're not seeing your greatness, your uniqueness, your beauty, your blessings. You are blocking your own blessings from comparison. You are blocking your own blessings from comparison. Picture a father, right? This is God. Picture a father who gives his child what he needs, and the child throws a fit, throws a tantrum. I don't want that. I want the same thing, but what they got. How many parents, okay, well, I'll take this back. You don't need anything. Now you mad. Go sit in timeout. Go sit down for a little bit. Right? Once you get your act together, I can give you back what you need. Tell me that you ain't seen that before. And tell me that that ain't happening to you. You so focused on something else that you don't realize you got what you need. Father gave you what you need. You got it. But you so focused on somebody else and what they got that you can't enjoy or utilize what you have. You know, I think I expressed this earlier on last month. And I used to tell myself that I'm not as handsome, right? I'm not a super attractive guy. I'm all right. And that's because I got that fed to me. Like, I didn't have all of the designer clothing or, big name brands. I ain't even always have clean shoes and stuff like that, man. I wore hand-me-downs. I wore what I could. I made it look good for what it was. It's one of the reasons why I know how to make things last. I value what I do have because I've been without. I've been without. I've had to make do with less than, and I'm gonna make it look good. I'm appreciative, right? So I was always, when it came to the topic of attraction, and I eavesdropped, right? You know how the little girls in middle school, high school, whatever, they like, oh yeah, he cute, or he cute, oh yeah, he look good. And then they'll get to me, and he like, he all right. No. And I was like, I subjected myself to that labeling, so I would tell myself, I'm all right. I ain't really that handsome of a guy. I'm just, I'm all right. I subjected to that labeling. You ask me now, shit, you'll be lucky to see something so beautiful. I'm drop dead gorgeous. You feel me? Big sexy. That's my name. That's my nickname. I'm big sexy. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me I don't look good. You can't tell me I don't look good because I had to focus on me. What am I comparing myself to? At the time, it was a certain era. We go through different phases of fashion and everything. This was the short, light skinned cornrow era. You know, I'm tall, more brown with a low cut. Mm-mm. I don't fit that build. This is what they was attracted to at the time. But I subjected myself to that labeling. And once I got comfortable with me, I saw me, I dead ass, I looked in the mirror and I liked what I was looking at. I was like, what about me is ugly? Like, dude, you look good from what I could tell. So forget what forget what they think. And once I started operating out of that, once I loved myself, now you don't got no choice but to love me. Now I see myself as sexy. You gonna see me as sexy eventually. It might not hit you right away. I might not steal the room all the time. Cool. Cool. I know I look good though. You can't tell me that I don't. And if you do, hmm, you'll lie to yourself. Is that real? Get grounded in gratitude. Love yourself. Get a certain understanding about yourself. Know that everything, everything is a possibility. So if somebody else was able to acquire what it is that you believe that is successful, you believe is beautiful, you believe that, or you want, right? Like if somebody else was able to do it, Why not you? If somebody else was able to do it, why not you? If somebody else has done it, for you to compare yourself to, that means that it is possible. Somebody has done it. It's possible. There is no impossibilities, right? And that's something that I carry about me in all of life. There isn't an impossibility. This is what caused me to become overly optimistic. I'm now not naive, right? I can bring my head along with my heart. I've been through this, this journey and learning these things. Like, I'm now not naive. I can bring my head along with my heart, but I still am an optimist. I know that I can. And since I know that I can, I will. And I do. This alleviates you from the negative sense of comparison. And anytime I start to get in that realm, oh yeah, I detox. I'll only go around and be around people that I know love me for me, right? If I'm stuck in that realm and I can't deal with it myself and I need to speak outwardly, this is what therapy is for. This is what other loved ones are for. And this is what talking out loud to yourself is for. When you have this negative sense of comparison, that's when your confidence can get low. It's when you start, I'm telling you, man, it's a ripple effect. You don't even notice it. It's so small. You just look at something like, dang, that's cool. Wish I could. Not that you can't, but you stuck there. I wish I could. Oh, that'll be nice. Somebody go blow a few thousand, gambling. Even if they don't make it back, they still had a few thousand to blow on gambling. I would like to do that. I can't even go to Vegas because I don't got it like that. You know, I'd have been to several countries. Shout out to my wife. Because before then, I was like, I knew it was a possibility, but I thought, like most people think who hasn't been, and oh, that's like a $20,000 trip. No, it's not. No, it's not. And even if it is, okay, get your bag up and do what you want. Yes, sir. Let's see. Says, brother, I got a question. Not saying I don't, but for the people who don't feel they got people who love them for them, where would you suggest they retreat to in those times of comparison? Awesome. Awesome question. I would one, all answers are within us. But when you're in that realm, when you're already in that sense of doubt and negativity of self, when you're already there, it's hard to be able to see the answer, be able to see when you're in that darkness, it's hard to see the light inside of you, right? And I get that. So, uh, uh, I want to encourage everybody to be able to sit with themselves, process it. I encourage journaling, right? And all these things can be done in your isolation. You discover yourself in your isolation, right? And you prove yourself outwardly, but you discover yourself in your isolation. Um, where would I suggest they retreat to? Because I want to say within, but sometimes you do need to go outside. You can always like we use this for everything else, right? Please use it for good as well. Like I said, there's services out here. I'm here, right? If you notice somebody is dealing with this negative sense of comparison, try to introduce them into other things. It's not always because if somebody can't see themselves, the greatness in themselves, then usually all of the compliments and stuff don't hit. It don't hit the same, right? For me to be able to see your greatness and you don't, I could point it out and you still be blind to it, right? So it's a tricky area, it's a gray area, but all progress is made through action. Action gets results. So I'd encourage them to do something different than what you're already doing. If you're stuck in this realm of comparison, right? And it depends on the type of person, the type of like the type of communication I would give them is like, are you a tougher person that can handle me saying, well, get off your ass and go do something about it, right? If you scrolling, like I know a lot of people they single, right? They single and they want a partner. They want a good woman. They want a good man, and they starting to be like, well, all the good people are taken, or all of the good people don't want me, or I keep on finding the trash. Negative sense of comparison. You don't even know what good look like, right? You got to build yourself up. I could tell you, a good relationship is more so like trial and error and commitment. A good relationship means that it ain't always been good. This person has not always told the truth. This person has not always upheld their obligations to the relationship. This person has not always been loving, right? Has not always supported, is not always going to tell you yes, it's not always, you know, there. Shit. But you want that. You got to know what it looked like. You gotta be willing, man. So I love that. Say, got a question. Not saying I don't, but for the people who don't feel they got people who love them for them, where would you suggest they retreat to in those times of comparison? I would suggest they retreat to themselves. And here's the thing: change your environment. Change your environment. Where are you for those people who are in that realm? You know, where are you for you to have to keep continuous because it's not like a one-time thing. Like comparison, it doesn't hit like just once, like, oh, I saw that post one time and I keep comparing myself. No, it's like a repeated thing. And the mind is the slave or the victim to the monster of repetition, right? The mind is the victim to the monster of repetition. So if you think something repeatedly, you'll start to believe it, no matter good or bad, true or false, it doesn't matter. The repetition holds the strong point. I expressed how I saw myself as I because I repeatedly got that message. Once I turned my ears off to that and I looked at myself, I repeatedly said, I'm handsome. Now you can't tell me that I'm not. And I got the proof to back it, like I will get a compliment here and there. That just adds on. But I'm going to compliment myself. You look good, boy. You know what I mean? You got to focus on you. You got to focus on your goods, your strengths. What do you do well? What do you contribute? What do you want to? And start working towards it. But I would encourage them to change their environment. It's so much, so much you could do. When it comes to this negative sense of comparison, you got to detox, get away from what you're comparing yourself to, right? And start looking at yourself. Start building yourself, getting aligned and in tune with yourself. Start giving yourself what you need if you feel like you lack or you're not getting or you're not there. You got to give it to yourself. You got to give it to yourself. And a lot of things that we want is surface. Ask yourself why enough and you'll get to the root of what you actually want. I appreciate you too, man. All love underpants. Love it. I love it. But yeah, you got to get to the root. You got to stop scratching on the surface. I know a lot of people like, I just need more money. Cool. Why? Because if I had more money, I could do this, I could do that. And why you want to do that? And after enough times, it's usually seven, the magical number seven. You ask why 7 times, you get to the root of or your real reasoning for what you said the first time. I just need more money. Man, I just want love. Man, what you mean by that? Oh, I just want sex. Why? Oh, it's pleasurable. Why? Like, why do you find pleasure in this? Why? You going when you I know it seems annoying, but if you ask why enough, you really get and you answer it, you really get down to the real reason. Like, I don't want sex no more just because of sex. I'm not a slave to sex. I have urges, but I'm not a slave to sex. Like, I want to have sex for connectivity. I want to be connected with the person that I'm entering. You're entering another body, right? We so desensitized to such a subject, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful act. Let's treat it so. So I don't just jump on my wife because oh I'm horny. Mm-mm. I want to feel you. I know the real reasoning behind what I do for why I want to do it. You know what I mean? It's deeper than the surface. Same for money. This is why I don't look at money the way I guess normal people look at money. I love abundance, but I'm also focused on what can I do, what do I want to do, and how much does it cost? Then that's something that I could work towards. I ain't too much fond of just having money. I don't. I'm not one who needs to flex. Like, I like jewelry. I like flashy stuff. I like, clothing. Right. I like nice things, but I like it for me. I think I look good with it. I'm not doing this for you. If you like it, you want a compliment, sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm doing this for me. If nobody's around and I see me, I want to say, yeah, you look good. You did that. You put that together. I like the colors. This way this color look on you should look good, man. Match with this type of jewelry. You going with the gold, the white gold, or the rose gold? What you going with? You know what I mean? That's for me, man. This fragrance, I'm the one who got to smell it all day. I want to make sure I smell good. You catching a whiff of it in passing? Hey, my boy, where you get that from, man? I like that. Some of us got too much pride for that. Can't say another man smells good. Don't want to. Oh, I don't want to smell like him. You know, some of us don't have that type of pride, and I'm one. Nah, where you get that from? Because that's amazing. I think I'd smell good with that. Add to my collection. Just realizing what I said. Pride is a sense of comparison too. No, we not like I'm not like that. You comparing yourself. Like, okay, whatever. Mister, I don't have any emotions. You got all the emotions. Who you comparing yourself to? Nonetheless, stop comparing yourselves in a negative light. You can use others as motivation. I encourage you to reach out and talk to people. There have been uh, high influencers. We talk about the social media realm. There have been high influencers who, surprise, surprise, they respond, right? If you reach out to them and you ask them a question, they usually respond. And if they actually got to where they are, what they're showing, if they can tell you how they have acquired it, even better. Now all you got to do is apply. Hell, you got somebody else to talk to who actually has experienced something. I told y'all, successful people want to show other people how to become successful, especially in their realm, in their niche. All of this experience I have when it comes to improving your mindset intentionally, what am I doing? I'm here almost an hour a day, every day for free. Y'all come on, y'all comment, I'm responding real time. Y'all find me on social medias, you reach out, I respond, right? Not to knock myself, but I want to see you improve your mind. I want you to be able to acquire the peace, the happiness, the experiences similar to what I have. I want you to do more, but you got to expand your mind. You got to put the work in. So, a lot of game I give you, I'm not even charging. I'm a mindset coach and I'm not even charging for this, right? I do group coachings, one-on-one coachings, public speakings, right? And I'm not even charging to give you the game that other people pay for because I want to see you succeed. Same goes for, you know, everybody else who has gotten what you deem as success. Talk to them, reach out to them, show them some love. They'll show it back. I promise, bro. I promise. So instead of being in that realm of comparison, how about we communicate? How about you connect to yourself and communicate with others? And this will stop you from comparing negatively. Compare yourself to yourself. I ain't the same person that I was. I don't deal with the same situations the same way. I don't even have the same situations because I know how to avoid that. I can see that coming, and I know we need to nip that in the bud right now. Right? Be your best self. Love yourself and be grounded in gratitude. All of this kills that negative sense of comparison. So don't compare yourselves. Stay great. Much love, y'all. I will be here tomorrow.